We move across to You and Drama, as well as the streaming platform You, for a period drama series called Outrageous. And here's a clip.
Let me tell you a story of 6 very different women. One was the most beautiful and the most dangerous. There's the one born to be Duchess, and every story needs a rebel. She was drawn to a life of adventure, and she, the most extreme path of us all. And me? Now that would be telling. We are the Mitford sisters.
Yes, it truly is outrageous, but I love it. This follows the Mitford sisters, and it's a 6-part period drama. I love period dramas anyway, and they're always quite outrageous. So this is just a great title anyway, because it just pushes the outrageousness. But it's not just the kind of sexual front that we're used to with these period dramas. Actually, it's a whole lot worse. So this is it has been created by Sarah Williams, and it was based on Mary Lovell's biography, The Mitford Girls, and it follows these quite very full of character, full of life, spirited siblings: Nancy, Pamela, Diana, Unity, Jessica, and Deborah. And it's their journey, I suppose, of them trying to find their place in society in a very sort of an ever-changing world. So this is pre-Second World War. But they're incredibly different characters, and this follows their journey. So it begins in 1932. And it starts with the sisters visiting their sister Diana. And she's got this amazing country house. So if you love those kind of, which I do, those lovely backdrops, country kind of stately manor type settings, yeah, this has got this in spades. And she shares this house with her very wealthy husband. Of course she does, Brian Guinness, he's called. But one of the sisters notices she's not happy. Siblings do, don't they? They can see that she's not very happy. And, you know, sure enough, she isn't happy, and she has an affair. She goes off with a guy called Oswald Mosley, and this is where it gets really quite horrid. He's a leader of the British Union of Fascists. And she totally buys into this idea that he's representing this change that society requires. And she reveals she's going to leave her husband for him. And they kind of set up this life. I mean, she was never bred to do that. She was bred to marry the rich man and have the heirs. And, you know, that was how it was supposed to be. So straight away, this kind of whole plan is derailed. And what you see is how her views split the family, because actually another sister decides to kind of join that way of thinking. And this causes a huge split in the family, with one of them following, say, her into this kind of right-wing extremism, and other sisters being absolutely horrified, so horrified that she turns to communism. So, you know, we talk about, let's say, a lot of dramas, it's kind of the sex, I suppose, that's the outrageous part. Actually, in this, it's quite uncomfortable viewing. And indeed, for those playing the parts, I think they found it quite difficult to say some of the things they had to say that were completely against their own beliefs. So this, as I say, this follows this family, and I sort of got caught up with it immediately. I found it very, very interesting, and I think they did really, really well, because it is that little bit different, because it's based on that true story, and it's based on the idea that it's not just kind of one of these sort of made up period dramas. It has more substance, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. So I did enjoy it. What did you think, Ian?
It's well done, isn't it? And I'd say it's quite a coup for You, because it really is a very well made, quite glitzy period drama. It's got a great cast. So you've got Joanna Vanderham plays Diana, who falls for the fascist Oswald Mosley. So I last saw her in the adaptation of Irving Welsh's Crime. She was very good in that. I really liked Bessie Carter as Nancy Mitford. And for all of the daughters, we're still at that stage, certainly in upper class British society, where the obsession is coming out and hopefully getting a marriage proposal, so Nancy is hanging on for a marriage proposal from this guy, and it's, as you'll see, it doesn't quite work out. Unity, played by Shannon Watson, ends up becoming obsessed with Adolf Hitler. James Purefoy plays the dad, known as Favre, and lovely Anna Chancellor from Four Weddings, she plays Muv. So it's got a good cast. It's really well made, I think. I mean, the costumes and sets look fantastic. The one thing I would say is, I mean, they're described as the Kardashians of their era, aren't they? The Mitford sisters. I would say we continue to be obsessed with the aristocracy in period drama, and similarly to the way that I'm kind of a bit tired of people making dramas about the Cray twins, who were just violent criminals, but we seem to be fascinated by them. I just wonder why we're still so fascinated by the Mitfords, considering their link to the far right. But there we are. I mean, it's really well done, and it drew me in, and I thought it was some great performances, and it certainly is a remarkable story. So yes, well worth a look.